So at first, as you come into your seat, just create any kind of movement in your body. This could be something kind of more formal or maybe not. Maybe just multi-direction, whatever feels good. And then let your anything goes movement start to settle. And now bring your attention to your own shoulder blades in the back and let them start to move any which way, but let the rest of the body also move. So it starts in the shoulder blades, but other parts of you get to move too. Okay. And then, oh good, here she is. Hi, Maria. And then thinking about your shoulder blades, you can pretend the arm starts at the very bottom tip of the shoulder blade. And as the inhale happens, let the arms come up. And as the exhale happens, just bring the arms down. So simple as that, up and down. Yeah, Maria, you can grab a blanket and blocks and a mat. Now as you're moving the arms, there will likely also be movement going on in the spine, maybe even in the pelvis and the legs a little bit. And the next time the arms come down, we'll stay. If it feels okay to close your eyes, do so. And see if you can relax the musculature around the eyes. And see if you can let your head be perfectly balanced at the very top of the spine. My wonderful teacher once gave a definition of balance, the ability to fall equally in any direction. See if you can find your head right there, right in the middle. And as the head finds that middle place, let your jaw relax, let your tongue relax, let your face relax. Give yourself a few moments just to settle in. Let's bring your attention to your own breath. And for one breath cycle, only one, can you be completely 100% present? Rest. One hand over your heart. And the second hand on top of it. And instead of Om for our opening, let's just do a little hum so you can feel vibrations. Take a sweet breath in. Lower your head down. Blink your eyes open. And we'll take the head up to center here. Let the arms relax. And let's do a seated cat-cow. And this could be as big or small as you like. Back and forth. You could do inhale forward, exhale back. Or you could move independently of the breath. Just take what feels good to you. And if anybody wants to try making the movement a little bigger, when you come back, you can rock a little, maybe the legs come up. And when you come forward, let the chest come forward, even lift the chin. Yeah. So if that larger movement seems like a good idea, try it out. If you're not ready for that, just keep it kind of small. Yes, you guys. And then the next time we come back to center, let's stay. And we'll rearrange our shape a little bit. So let's come into, I'll mirror you. It's kind of a mermaid position. So your right leg will be on the bottom and the left leg will be on top. And the arch of your foot creates like a little cradle for the top ankle to go. So the left hip will not touch the floor, the right one will. And then let's bring the left arm up over your head and take a little side bend. And then we'll come up and put the left hand down and take the right arm over. So it's side bend on the other side. So we'll keep alternating here between the two. And you can experiment here when you go to the right. If it would be more interesting to take the arm a little further out, you can try that. If you'd rather turn more towards the floor with your head and kind of rotate a little down, that might feel good. Or you could do the opposite. You could turn a little up. Just, try a few things here back and forth. And we will do the other leg setup after this. All right, guys, next time we come back through center, let's pause. And we'll take a turn towards your left. And when I said left, I meant right. It's gonna be one of those days. And then we'll undo the twist. Let's undo the legs and redo the second side. So that'll be left on the bottom, right on the top, kind of merman position. And then let's take the right arm up and over. And then we'll come the other direction, left arm over. Oh yeah, I like this side even better. And every time you go to the left, you can experiment with that one. So maybe the arm goes a little further out, yeah? Maybe rotate up or down. Now we're nearly done here, but in the future, if you're on a wood floor, this can be interesting with like a blanket or towel under the hand. You can slide out. Maybe we'll do that another time. Yeah, and then the next time you come back to center, let's pause. You'll turn towards your left and just come into a twist. I suppose it's called Bharadvajasana. All right, guys, let's unwind out of that and stretch your legs out just long on the mat, just to open up a little bit here. Create some kind of movement, ankles, toes, knees, if you wanna just wiggle around a little bit. Yeah. And then in a second, we'll convene on all fours position, and it's possible you might want a blanket underneath the knees. So go ahead and set up that way. And now, like we did sitting, bring your attention into your shoulder blades on the back and just start to let them move any which way. And as they're moving along, let the rest of your body be moved. So the shoulder blades start the movement, but the rest of the body will follow. And then we'll just transition a little bit. Now move so that the pelvis is initiating. Same thing, the whole body will be moving, but it's the pelvis that starts you off. Just notice how that's different. And when you're ready for the movement to settle down, let's pause here. Go a little wider in the knees and move back into child's pose. Hips back towards the heels. Keep your arms forward. And without going anywhere, just press the mat forward with your hands. Send the hips back, and if you wish, you can add in a little wobble, a little side to side. Just for a second, let's go on to your fingertips, spider fingers. Give the mat a little scrunch action. And then we'll set the hands down. Let's reset, coming into your all fours position again. From here, reach the right leg back with the toes tucked under and just give yourself a little back and forth to stretch out through the calf, the back of the knee. And then we'll pause with the leg back there. Broaden the collarbones and create a little tone, little lift through the low belly. And if it feels okay to take the left arm forward on your fingertips, do so. If that's not good, keep the left hand where it is. And then let's lift the right leg. If you can also lift the left arm, do. If not, just do the leg by itself. Let's inhale here. And as you exhale, down comes the fingers and the toes. Inhale, we come back up. So the limbs will stay straight for this version. See if you are doing arm and leg, can you let them both tap down at the same time? All right, friends. Next time your arm and leg are up, let's pause. That's the inhale to get up. And now on the exhale, bend and round the back, pull in. Inhale to re-lengthen, but try not to let the back arch or droop. Do this 2 more times. Exhale, we draw in. Inhale to lengthen. And last time. Yeah. From here, let's put the leg back, put the hand down, and then the right toes go onto the floor, spin so the heel turns down, chest turns open to the right, and you'll lift the right arm. Yeah, we'll circle out the right finger, the right wrist a couple of times. And then we'll add a little movement here. Take the arm overhead and turn your face to look down at the bottom hand. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend the top arm, the elbow bends and your face turns to look up to the ceiling. Do this a few more times. So the inhale, we stretch long, look down. Exhale, we bend and look up. Yeah. Let's do it again. Great. Next time the arm goes long, pause. Take the hand to the floor, the knee to the floor. Let's go back to child's pose. Stay there and flip your hands over so the palms are face up. And now curl the fingers in and out. You can add in a little wiggle in the hips if you wish. And we'll do the whole sequence on side 2. So let's reset back to your all fours. Take the left leg back, toes tucked under. Oh yeah, this feels good for me. Back and forth we go. I can never resist a good calf stretch. And then we'll pause. Can you broaden the collarbones? Lift through the belly. Take the right arm forward onto your fingertips. First, we'll lift the left leg. If that feels fine, add in the right arm, and if not, just do the leg only. Inhale here. Exhale, let them touch down. Now, a few more of those. A strong core the whole way through. And the next time you come up, it's inhale to come up. Exhale, we'll pull in. Let the back round, let your limbs bend. And on the inhale, re-lengthen. Take this one a few more times. Of course, A-okay to just do the leg without the arm. All right, guys. And then from here, put the arm down, but keep the leg straight. Put the toes on the floor, turn the heel to the floor, and rise up. Left arm up to the sky. Give the wrist a little circle. And then we'll turn your face to the floor. Take the arm overhead, inhale. And as you exhale, bend the elbow and turn your face to look at the ceiling. Do this a few more times. So inhale to grow long. And exhale to bend and turn. Again. Yeah. All right. And when you're done, release hand to the floor, knee to the floor. One more time, child's pose. If you want to do it toes tucked under, you can. Let's do spider fingers in the hands. Give the wrist a little break. And if the feet want, you can do a little kind of squash side to side. If that doesn't feel good, skip it. So we'll come onto the belly, give the hands a little break. Take your time to make your way down onto the belly. Oh. And then once you get there, just one leg at a time, scooch back and down to create some space. Simple quad stretch here. We'll bend the right knee, hold on to the foot or the ankle. And as you're in this position, just very gently draw the knee towards the back of the mat and the navel towards the front of the mat. And if you wish, you can flex the foot. Yeah. Great, and then we'll release that, switch to side 2. So bend up the left knee, send the knee to the back of the mat, the navel to the front of the mat. And if you wish, you can flex the foot. Now one side's always tighter, isn't it? Left for me. Let's come down out of that and just give the legs a little bit of a wiggle. All right, so we'll press back. We'll go ultimately into down dog, but take your time to get there. And once you do arrive, feel free to add in any sort of movement. That could be the legs, the hips, the spine, the head. Let it be easy, whatever you're doing. Yeah. And then let the movement settle. Let's go wide in your stance. Bend your knees and walk your hands to the back of the mat and prop up so that your forearms are on the thighs. And just move the wrists a little bit, any which way. Yeah. And then we'll let the hands relax. Move the pelvis back, move the chest forward, create a little tone through the belly. And on the inhale, all the way up and come lengthen. Exhale, just bring the arms down. Yeah. We'll stay in your kind of wide stance. Bend the knees a little bit. And initiate this next part from the shoulder blades. Yeah, our slither asana. Moving around. Good, good, good. And then from here, let's let now the pelvis initiate the movement. And it's okay if your feet leave the floor a little bit, but keep that same sort of slithery idea going. Yeah. All right. And then eventually the movement will quiet down, we'll reset. And let's reconvene here with the soles of the feet parallel to each other, toes pointing straight ahead with the back of the mat. Root down through the legs, and as you inhale, reach up, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, we'll take it down into forward fold. You can bend the knees if you wish. Let's come up halfway, move the chest forward. And then as you come down, walk the hands forward. We'll meet in plank pose, and we'll stay for a little bit. So of course, if you need to put the knees down or take a different variation, that's fine. First, can you broaden the collarbones? Counter that by lifting up through the low belly. Yes, Maria, shift your shoulders a little more forward. Not your hands, not your hands. Yes, you got it, girl. And then if your legs are straight, everybody, bend the knees a little bit and think about this. They will come to the floor, but can you bring them forward as they're lowering? Super slow motion. Oh yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? And then bend the elbows, come all the way down, rest. Ah. Let's take the arms back alongside you, the backs of the hands to the floor. And just make like a fist open and close, and you can bend at the wrist to give the wrist a little break. Yeah, you guys. And then from here, let's relax the fingers. Lift the shoulders away from the floor so the shoulder blades come closer together on the back. And then we'll lift the arms, lift the legs. You can turn your palms in towards the legs. Lower yourself down. Let's do this a few times. So the shoulders lift first, and then the rest of you. And down we come. One more time. The shoulders lift first, and then we're up. And here we are. Excellent, excellent work. Let's reset. Put the hands under the shoulders, put the feet back down. Go back into downward facing dog. Yeah, all right. And then from your downward facing dog, let's come to the front of the mat this time. So feet come forward and take just a halfway lift from there. From your halfway position, slight bend in the knees, slide the hands up higher to the tops of the thighs, and then do the halfway position again. Lengthen the legs, move the chest forward. Tone through the belly, hinge your way up from the center. Yeah, all right, release the arms. Let's take a little hula hoop asana, just hip circles. Excellent work. Go the other direction. I love when I have new students who haven't had other teachers, so then like the hula hoop asana and stuff is totally made up, but you're just like, yeah, that's part of the class. Right. And then let the movement settle down. But can I teach without it anymore? I don't think I can. Yeah. All right.
I miss the sound effects you used to make.
Oh my gosh, the laser arm. Let's do laser arms tonight. Okay, you guys, I had a request for sound effects, so we'll add some in. Let's set up the blocks at the front, if you have them. And then we'll be in mountain pose. You can keep feet a little apart, or you could choose to have the feet together. It's up to you. Root down through the legs and use the inhale to rise. All the way up we come. Exhale, we'll come down, forward fold. You can bend the knees if you wish, but you don't have to. Come up halfway, we lengthen. On the way down, step the right leg back, hands around the blocks, and the back knee is off the floor. Yeah, have the blocks so they're in the same line as the front foot. Let's inhale. And as you exhale, straighten out the front leg. If you wish to bend the back knee, you can, your choice. Do a few of these. So the inhale is forward. And the exhale is back. Now I should have warned you, in a little bit we'll be putting the back knee down. If you know you'll need a blanket for that, just know that that's coming. Let's bend the front knee. Put the back knee down. Take a second if you need to arrange other proppage for yourself. And then let's widen the left foot a little bit and bring the arms to the inside of the right leg, of the left leg. Now in this position, take the right leg, the back leg, and pivot slightly so the foot goes a little more towards the left side of the mat. And then you'll bring left forearm to left thigh. Turn the chest open and just bring the right hand to the right hip for a second. Yeah, exactly. So it's like side angle, but we've got the back knee down. On your left side, lower the arm slightly and then press the arm and the leg into each other gently. Yeah. Good, good. All right, now let's take the other arm and reach it up over your head and turn your face to look towards the floor. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the elbow and turn your face towards the ceiling. Yeah, we've done this before. Do a few more of those. Inhale, we lengthen. And exhale, bend. One more time forward. One more time in the bent position. And now from here, we'll do our laser shot. So just kind of a straight shot out here. And if you want to make the sound effects, it goes like this. Out goes the arm, the top arm. And it seems silly, but at least the folks who are in the room with me, it's like a sharper, cleaner movement when we do the sound effect. Yeah. All right, let's undo. Bring the arms down. Hands to the blocks, keep the blocks to the inside, and then reset so the right foot is behind the knee. And you could be on the blocks still, or if you want to get rid of them, it's fine. Let's tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Move the pelvis back, move the chest forward, create a little bit of length. And then from here, I'll suggest, if you're on a block, to lower on the right side. Put the left hand kind of on the top of the left thigh. Press down the hand as you turn a little bit to the left. So it's kind of a twist, but we're not going too large of movement. Okay, let's unwind. Reset, downward facing dog. You can just step the foot wide and back. Yeah, good. If you need to move around a little bit, you can. And then from here, friends, let's come forward, feet to the hands. Stay at the front of the mat. Just do a half lift as a transition. And then when you come down again, grab the blocks if you're using them. Left leg steps back. For now, the knee is off the floor. We're going to pull the blocks back a little bit. So they're right, exactly. That's good. Inhale, we're here. And then on the exhale, go straighter on the front leg. Maybe bend the back knee if you want to. Do a couple of those back and forth. All right, friends. Now from here, let's keep the front knee bent. Put the back knee down. Widen your right foot and bring the arms to the inside of the leg. Yeah. Then we'll take the back foot, pivot slightly so the foot goes a little to the right. Right forearm to right thigh, left hand just on the hip. Now you'll slide the right arm down a little bit, so it's just kind of this part of the forearm on the inside of the knee or the thigh. And very gently press arm and leg into each other. You don't want to overdo, so it's just a little bit. Yeah. And then we'll take the other arm, stretch it overhead, look down. This is inhale. On the next exhale, bend the elbow and turn to look up. A couple of those. No lasers quite yet. We'll save that till the very end. Yeah. All right, let's pause in the bent elbow position. When I say go, we'll all do laser together. So ready, set. set. Guys. All right. And now I just forgot what's next. Let's come down, bring the arms down to the inside of the leg. Readjust the back leg so the foot goes behind the knee. Tuck the toes under and lift. So here we are in this kind of lizard variation. Pelvis back, chest forward. And then if you are on the block on the left side, I'll recommend hand to the floor. Right hand to the top of the thigh, press straight down as you turn the chest to the right. So you'll turn, but it's not a large amount of turn. Yeah, let's undo. Move the blocks and then head into your downward dog. Any way you want to get there is fine. Oh, yeah, you can be still or you can add some movement, whatever you want. And let's come down again, forward plank to the belly. Now, in the previous round, we did arms back, lift the shoulders, lift arms, legs. Feel free to do that again if the next one seems like a bit much on the shoulders. So if you want to try it, you'll interlace the fingers, elbows are bent. You'll lift, like, and this part will be for everybody. Everybody will lift the shoulders away from the floor, and then we'll straighten the arms and lift the legs. Yeah, if that's no good, just do the arms separated. Lower yourself down, rebend the elbows, and then do this a few times. So lift and then pull. And down. Just one more of those. Lift and then pull. And on the way down, we'll separate the hands, turn your face to one side. Just take a little pause. If you want to do a little wiggle jiggle, you can. All right, guys. And then from here, let's press back, take a quick child's pose just for a second. And then we'll spend a little more time on your all fours. If you need any kind of padding, set that up. From your all fours position, broaden the collarbones, lift a little through the belly, pick up the right knee, keeping it bent. Let's take it forward, out to the right side, back, and then reverse the direction. So out to the side, forward, and don't touch the floor, just a little hover. Let's do that 2 more times on the right. So forward, to the side, and back, to the side, to the forward, and hover. Last one on this side. Oh, yeah. Good, good. And then done. Let's take another quickie child's pose, spider fingers, give them out a little scrunch. Yeah, those right buns. And then we'll reset to do the left side. So come back up, collarbones broad, nice little tone through the belly. Left knee comes forward, out to the side, and back. And then we reverse the order, out to the side, forward, and hover, but don't touch the floor. Do this a couple more times. Out to the side, back. Out to the side. All right, and then when you're done, back we come again, child's pose. You can do spider fingers again, or if you prefer this time, palms up and just curl the fingers in and out, sea anemone style. Yeah. Let's take a brief down dog just to get back up again. So take your time to get there, and then you choose. You could stay, you could walk hands to the feet or the feet to the hands. Bend the knees a little bit, tone through the belly, come up all the way on an inhale. And exhale, the arms come down. Oh, all right. So next we'll take some standing poses and we'll do them kind of different than you might be used to. And I'll mirror you here. So let's stand in the middle of the mat and take your legs wide apart. Hands on the hips. Maria, you can face me. Okay. Yeah. All right, and then we'll go this direction. So turn the left leg in, turn the right leg out. And then as you bend your right knee, also tilt the pelvis. Yeah, so going kind of to side angle, and then come back up again. Do that a few times. So you'll bend and tilt, the right hip crease will deep bend. And back up. Yeah. All right. So the next time we're in the bent position, pause there. take your right hand to the outside of the right thigh and gently press thigh and hand into each other like that. Yeah. And now on the back leg, press the heel down and try to press it towards the back edge of the mat. And don't overdo it, it's just a little bit. Yeah, great. Let's keep this going on in both legs, but change your right hand so now it's on the top of the thigh. This is a higher up position than we normally do. Take the other arm overhead, look down at the floor, inhale. Exhale, look towards the ceiling, bend the elbow. It's familiar, huh? Do that again. And now let's pause. The next time you're in the bent elbow position, go ahead and now rest the other forearm on the thigh. And I said rest, but don't just collapse. You gotta stay alive. And let's do our laser shot again on 3. 1, 2, yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Press down through your heels. On the inhale, bring yourself back up to center. Oh, laserific. Let's switch sides. So the right one will turn in, the left one will turn out. For now, hands to the hips, bend the left knee and find that same tilt going on in the pelvis. And then bring yourself up, coming to center. Do that a few times. Yeah, you might find more mobility on one side than the other. Yeah. Now, Maria, when you come up, don't turn the pelvis like this. Let it stay on a little bit, no other direction. Yeah, let it stay a little bit there. Good. All right, guys. The next time we find that tilt, let's stay there. Take your hand to the outside of the leg and then press hand and leg into each other this way. Yeah, good. Bend a little deeper in the front knee if you can. Good. Now on the back leg, press the heel down and back so the outer hip firms up. Yeah, let's keep this going on in the legs. And on the front side, just place the hand on the thigh. And we'll take the top arm overhead, look down at the floor. Inhale. On exhale, bend the elbow and turn to look up towards the ceiling. Do that a few times. Inhale to stretch long, and exhale to bend. All right, let's stay next. I'll do one more. Next time you're in the bent elbow position, stay like that. And then on the forward side, you'll put the forearm on the thigh, but don't collapse. Yeah, stay lifted. And let's do a 1, 2, great, stay here. Root down more on the heels, less in the toes. And then on the inhale, we'll come back up to center. Glorious work. Let's parallel your feet and just come in for a sec. We'll come out again and just bring yourself back together. Take a little bit of movement, anything is fine. Let's do hula hoops. Then we'll go the other direction. Yeah. So that pressing out through the thigh, that's a technique I picked up from Doug Keller, and I find it works in lots of different poses. So we're going to do it also in triangle pose, which is a little strange because the front leg is straight, but just let's try it. So take the feet out wide again. We'll go back to side 1. And then just like before, bend the knee but not as much and let the pelvis find that tilt. Yeah. Now on the front side, take your hand to the outer thigh, press hand and leg into each other. Keep that pressure, and then the front leg you'll press also into the heel as the leg starts to go straight. Straight-ish, it doesn't have to go completely straight. Now on the back leg, press the heel down and back. Great. And then let's do this on the bottom side. Take the arms straight ahead with the palm facing up. Yeah, we're gonna just have this be our Trikonasana for the moment. On the back side, keep the heel pressing down, keep some tone through the belly. And then inhale your way all the way up. Excellent. Hand back to the hip, let's change the legs. So again, we'll bend the front knee, but not too deeply, and let the pelvis find that same tilt that we did in side angle. Take the front arm, the hand to the outside of the thigh, and press hand and leg into each other. Yeah, keep that. Also now press into the front heel, And try to press the heel forward as you lengthen the leg. Continue to press hand and leg into each other. Now on the back leg, press the heel back and down. Yeah. All right, tone through the belly. We'll let go of the leg, stretch the arm out forward with the palm facing up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Bring it, change arms. Yes, that's it. And then on the inhale, up we come. Oh, release the arm. Let's parallel your feet and bring yourself back together. Ha. Nice job, guys. All right. So we'll take a little break from these and do a wide forward fold. If you need blocks for under your hands, go get them. And we'll separate the feet out comfortably wide, yeah? Not max capacity, but just comfortably wide. Hands on the hips. Take a little bend in the knees, not too deep. And when you do that, look at the knees. We want the knees to track forward. Sometimes we end up rotating out. Less common is rotating in, but see if you can point the knees straight forward. Keep a little bend, hinge from the hip crease, land down, hands right under the shoulders. But if you need to be on your fingertips or on blocks, that's fine. Now before we straighten out the legs, at the very top of the thighs, can you press apart? Not with all your might, just a little bit. And counter that effort in your feet, hugging a little bit through the ankles, but don't do that so much that the feet collapse. That's just enough to make an even footprint. Slowly, slowly, let the legs go straighter. And then we'll walk both arms a teensy bit forward and a little also to the right. Yeah. Stay here for a sec. Let the left knee bend and let the pelvis shift a little back. Oh yeah, inner thigh. Arms are gonna stay in place. Reset the legs, let the right knee bend and shift the hips a little back. Yeah. And then we'll come back to center with the legs, with the arms. Now walk the arms a little bit to the left, not too far. Bend the right knee, let the hips shift back. Oh, a little bit. Keep the arms in place, straighten out the legs. Now bend the left knee and let the hips shift back. Ah. And then we'll come to center. Let's reset, hands right under the shoulders. Heel toe in a little bit, 1 or 2 times with the feet. Slight bend in the knees, find that widening action. Tone through the belly, hands to the hips. We'll hinge our way up to center. Oh, okay, come back in. Yeah. And then just move around a little bit. I'm about to sneeze, but maybe it'll go away. Okay. No, that made it worse. Hang on. Okay. So a little bit ago, we were on all fours position doing kind of like a half circle with the leg. We're going to do that in balance, so standing on one leg. And I'm going to demonstrate because there's a little bit of, it's not an exact go here, go there. There's a little bit of play you have with it. So just watch for a second. I want to make sure I'm not going to hit the wall. You'll stand on one leg. Just watch first. You'll have the knee up. And then like we did on the floor, but it'll be a little different. You'll take the leg to the side and go ahead and let the torso go opposite. And then you'll keep going so the leg swings back, the torso comes forward. Something kind of like Warrior 3. Arms can do whatever. And then we'll go out the way we came. Are you so excited? It's really fun. I think almost every class I've taught lately, we've done some kind of Warrior 3. So here's another one. All right, before we do that, let's take a little hula hoop again, but this time do it more in the feet, in the ankles. And I find this is helpful before we balance. Let's go the other direction. Yeah. Okay, friends. So let's see what we've got. You can be next to a wall if you need to be. Left leg is down, right leg is up. And then we'll find the rotation. So the leg goes out to the side, but let the torso go opposite. And then the leg comes back, the torso comes forward, arms can do whatever you want. And then we'll undo, rewind, back to center, and down. Yeah, okay. Side 2, same thing. Right leg is down, left leg is up. And then from here, take the leg out, take the torso the other way. And then as the leg comes behind, the chest comes forward. Anything you want with the arms. The knee could be bent or straight. And then we will bend it. Whoa, I'm gonna lose it on the way out. So out comes the leg. And then front or upright. Oh, and down. Yeah, so fun. We're gonna do it again. So this next round, same thing, but we'll do 2 cycles on the right and then 2 cycles on the left. A little more time on one leg. So the left leg is down, the right leg is up. And then let's see what we've got. So go out, and then the leg comes back, the torso comes forward. And then we rewind, but we don't step the foot down yet. And go again, same side. Oh, yes. And we rewind. Yes, Drew, I see you, you're doing well. And then down we step. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes the standing foot needs a little shake if you need to. Oh, the good news is we are 2-legged creatures, so we don't have to do, many of these, but we still have one more side. So let's have the right leg down, left leg is up. When you're ready, out to the side, and then to the back, out to the side. Oh, and then to the front, one more time on this side, out to the side. Oh, yeah. Out to the side. Oh my goodness. And then we're done. Safe. Safe. Oh, you guys, nice work. So it's work, but hopefully it also feels kind of good. Let's take the feet medium wide, not as wide as we were last time. Bend the knees, rest the forearms on the thighs. You could be here, maybe add in a little movement. Some of you might feel good in more of a ragdoll. That's fine if you prefer. So you choose. I'll suggest keeping a light bend in the knees in whichever version you're in. And then before we come up, if you are in the ragdoll position, go ahead and rest the arms on the legs. Let's everybody tone through the belly, widen the thighs, create that support system. And then on the way up, we inhale to rise. And exhale the arms down. Oh, yay, great. After this, we get to sit down. Let's do it. Come on down. So we'll do a seated figure 4, and if anybody prefers this on your back, you could. That's what you want. So I'll talk you through this seated version. You'll be kind of long in your position. We'll shorten that up in a second. Right ankle will cross over the left thigh and have the ankle close to the knee but not at the knee. Yeah. Now some of you will just want to stay here, and that's fine. Let's everybody, can you tilt more towards the sitting bones and lift the chest? Oh yeah. Now if you need more here, do incrementally. You can slide the pelvis forward, but a little goes a long way, so just do little bits until you find the spot that's good. Hands, you can do any hand position. And if you wanted to take a little side to side, keep it small, but that might feel nice after all that hip work we just did. Yeah. Are you getting a stretch in here at all? Okay. Good deal. Let's come out of this. Those of you who are sitting will probably want a little hand break. You can open and close, circles, whatever you want there. Yeah, and then let's reset for side 2. So start a little bit longer, and then you'll cross left one over, keep the foot active. Before we do other things, can you press down, take the rounding out of the back and try to tilt more towards the sitting bones. Oh yeah. And if you want, you can draw the pelvis a little forward. Sometimes for me, that's actually too much. So yeah, if you want to add in a little side to side, keep it easy. Gentle. Okay. And then let's undo, release the leg. Give both legs just a little baba 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 basana. Yeah. All right. And then from here, friends, we'll meet on the back. If you're sitting and you want a little extra abdominal work, you could do a slow roll down, or you could do that with the elbows on the floor. If you don't want to, just lay down. Oh, it feels good to lay down, doesn't it? Yeah. But we'll do still a little more stuff. Let's bend the knees and take just a little bit of a bridge to open up the front of the hips, but don't go too high. Let's just go up and down a couple of times. And then the next time you land the hips down, we'll stay. Take your feet wider than they are, and you can even go a little bit off the mat here if you wish. Let just the right knee roll in. So you go to the inner edge of the foot and the knee drops in. Just go to whatever is your range without going beyond that. And then you'll reset, coming to center. Left leg will do the same thing. So you roll in, going to the inner edge of the foot. And then come back to center. So now we'll do both legs at the same time. It's windshield wiper, but we're just kind of breaking down the pieces. Let both legs go to the left. And then up to center. Both legs go over to the right. And center. Now we'll go again to the left, but I'll add one more thing. So let's go again to the left. Some of you will just stay here, absolutely fine. Some of you might enjoy stacking, taking the outside of the left foot, the pinky side on the outer right thigh, and you might have to adjust your positioning a little bit. Now, some of you might, this one's similar but not the same, you might prefer to have the sole of the foot on kind of the top of the quads. It's like you're standing on the leg. And if that's the case, create a little pressure of the foot and the leg towards each other. Just a little bit. Yeah, I like this one myself. Yes, it's exactly. So the toes are kind of close to the knee, and you're pressing the thigh and the foot into each other. And then if it didn't work out, it's okay, we're coming out. Let's come back. And then our last side here, the knees drop right. You could stay as you are. You could pick up the right foot rested on the outside of the left thigh, or you could stand the sole of the foot on the front or the top of the quad, close to the knee, and then you press foot and leg if you do that one. I always am amazed how much tighter my left side is. Yeah. So from here, friends, if you did some fancy footwork, let's undo. Coming back to center, and then my apologies, but I'm going to turn the lights down. But you guys who just rock a little bit. Let me do that. Sorry. I don't want to blind you down there. All right, so let's next take this one. It'll just be a basic twist. Reset your feet so they're not quite as wide, and then let the hips kind of bump towards the left side of the mat. Bring the knees in towards your chest and let the knees drop over towards the right. Now, for me, this doesn't feel good on my hips, so I like, if I had a block close by, I'd put a block in between the knees, but I can't find my block, so I'm just resting my hand, using the hand to support the top leg. Whenever you're ready, back to center. And then let's let the hips shift a little towards the right. The legs will lift, the knees will drop over to the left. And if you need any kind of support system, you can set that up. The right arm can be wherever it wants to be. And then from here, we'll come back to center. And then just give yourself a little moment of anything at all. And we're gonna have us do it's a kind of stretch called a pandiculation. And it's just a really cool word, but it's also, you've done it before, but you just probably didn't know that it had a name. So let's stretch out the legs long, the arms up by your head. And you'll reach the right arm and the right leg just a little bit extra. And then within this stretch, create just contraction in the muscles any way that makes sense. And you might find yourself, like, oh, cats are so good at this. They'll morph into something else. And you might just feel the urge to yawn or make a little noise. And then we'll relax. We'll do the same thing on the left side. So the leg reaches out, the arm reaches up. First, just find the reach. And then add in muscle contraction anywhere in the body. And just kind of follow whatever happens after that. Oh. Yeah. And then if you want to do one more on each side, you can. I think it feels good. If you think it's too weird, just forget about it. We're almost done. Yeah. If I could figure out a way to do a whole class, a pandiculation class, oh, we would. But I have to think about that. All right, guys. So we're heading into Shavasana here. If you do need any props or if you do need to alter your setup, go ahead and do so. Yes, you'll just lay down. Yeah, but if you want to have the blanket under your head or rolled up under the thighs, that might feel more comfortable. And as you settle in here, let the work be done. The mental work as well as the physical work. And you relax the belly. And you relax around the hips and the lower back. And you relax the whole front of your body. Chest, throat, face. The whole back of the body widen, broaden. Bring your awareness back to your body. Start to create a little movement any way that feels good. You're ready. Let the knees bend and roll over. We'll meet on one side. And from there, we'll come up to sit. Take hands to heart center. Actually take the position we did before. So one hand on the heart and the other hand on top of it. And thank your body, your whole body, for everything that it's able to do. Yourself for being here. We'll close with our hum. Breath in. Namaste.